Hello students, welcome to a new section of our online science classes, and today we are going to start a new lesson. Name of the lesson is combustion and flame.
There are some methods. What are the methods we are using to extinguish fire? I have written here, first one, by spraying water. Next one, by spraying highly volatile compounds such as carbon dioxide or carbon tetrachloride. Next one, fomite fire extinguisher. These are the different methods we are using to extinguish fire. Let's see first one. It is a common experience that whenever there is a fire accident, to whom we will call 101. That means we will call fire brigadier or we will call fire force. So when the fire force comes, mostly what they will do, they will spray water on the burning things. When they spray water on that burning object, it gets extinguished. How does it extinguish? By spraying water, we can extinguish fire due to two reasons. What are the two reasons? First one, when we are spraying water, the temperature of that substance, it falls below its ignition temperature. For example, a paper is burning. To the other end of the paper, you can add some water. Then will the fire continue? No, it will stop where we poured water. Why it stopped there? Why the fire stopped there? The reason is that the temperature of that paper fallen below the ignition temperature. So if the temperature of a body is below its ignition temperature, that substance cannot burn. So by spraying water, we can lower the ignition temperature of burning object. Next one more way water extinguishes the fire. How is that? When we are spraying water to the hot object, when the water falls, or to the burning object, when the water falls, what happens? Water suddenly changes to steam. Water will be evaporated. Water changes to steam. Water changes to vapor state. That water will make a layer around the burning object. Do you understand me? Suppose imagine that here is an object. This object is burning. So when we are adding water to it, first thing, its ignition temperature lowers. That we have seen. In the second one, we are adding water to it. So we are adding water to this burning object, and this object is at high temperature. So when the water falls to that object, water will get changes to vapor. Liquid water will changes to vapor. That means water will change to steam. That steam will make a layer around this burning object. It will make a layer around the burning object. So if we made the layer around the burning object, what happens? The supply of oxygen or air, it will be stopped because there is a layer of water vapor or steam. Due to or by cutting the supply of air, the burning object can extinguish. By these two ways, spraying water can extinguish fire. Don't forget these two things. First one, lowering the temperature. Next one, cutting the supply of oxygen or air. And we told that water is good to extinguish the fire. But in some situations, we don't use water. What is that? If a fire caused by oil, we should not spray water. If we sprayed water in that cases, what happens? The accident caused by fire, it can increase. Why? What is the reason? We know the density of oil is less than water. So if we sprayed water, what happens? Oil will float above water, and the water, wherever the water goes, the fire also, it will spread. Have you understood? The reason is that density of oil is less. Due to this less density, oil will be floating on water. So as we are spraying water, the oil can move or spread more areas, and it can cause more accidents. And one more thing, water we won't spray if the fire caused by electricity. So in these two cases, we are not spraying water. One is fire caused by electricity, next one is fire caused by oils. Next one, by spraying highly volatile compounds. If you are going to a film talkies or even in your schools also, there and here we can see some red colored cylinders that will be fixed on the walls, or even in our school buses or even public transport vehicles also we can see there will be a fire extinguisher. What will be in that? There will be some chemical compounds will be there. So there is a fire accident, or when there is a fire, what happens? We can press the nozzle. When they press its nozzle, due to the chemical reaction taken place inside, carbon dioxide gas comes out. Carbon dioxide gas will be spreading that area. Carbon dioxide gas will spread over the area, thereby we can cut off the supply of air or oxygen. And this easily volatile, this carbon dioxide, or we can use even carbon tetrachloride also. Carbon dioxide or carbon tetrachloride, these are easily volatile components. They are commonly known by the name pyrene. They are coming under the name pyrenes. So next one is fomite fire extinguisher. So in this method, the supply of oxygen or air is cut out by forming a light layer of fireproof foam. There will be a fireproof foam will be formed around the burning materials that will cut off the supply of air or oxygen, and thereby we can extinguish the fire.